Have you ever wondered why two people can retire at exactly the same age, yet live completely different financial lives? One pensioner worries about every electricity bill. Another can afford holidays, meals out, and unexpected expenses without ever checking their bank balance. Here's the important part. It's not simply about whether you have a pension. It's about which level of retirement income you actually have. In today's video, we're breaking retirement income in the UK into 6 clear levels, from covering the essentials all the way to real financial freedom. By the end, you'll be able to look at your own situation and ask one important question: which level am I in? Welcome to Pension and Benefits Guide, where we make UK pensions, benefits and retirement finances easier to understand. Before we begin, these 6 levels are a simple educational framework, not official government categories. Your actual retirement income needs depend on your housing costs, health, household size, lifestyle, tax position, and other personal circumstances. Let's get into it. Level 1, the survival level. At this level, your retirement income is mainly focused on covering the absolute essentials: food, energy, housing, council tax, basic transport, and other unavoidable household costs. For most people, the state pension is the foundation. For 2026 to 2027, the full new state pension is £241.30 a week, although not everyone receives the full amount, since it depends on your national insurance record. That works out at roughly £12,548 a year before tax. Here's where it gets important. If your income is low, you may qualify for pension credit. From April 2026, the standard minimum guarantee is £238 a week for a single person and £363.25 a week for a couple, with additional amounts possible in certain circumstances. So if you're at level 1, don't assume your current income is all you're entitled to. Check your state pension forecast. Check your national insurance record. And investigate whether pension credit or other support could apply to you, because missing out on support you're entitled to can make a huge difference over an entire retirement. Level 2, basic but stable. At level 2, you're careful with money, but not necessarily struggling every month. You can pay regular bills, do the food shop, maintain your home, and handle ordinary expenses. But larger costs can still cause concern: a broken boiler, a major car repair, a large dental bill. You might have the state pension plus a small workplace or personal pension, and perhaps some savings. The difference between level 1 and level 2 isn't necessarily a dramatic jump in income, it's the breathing room you have after paying essentials. And that breathing room becomes more important as you get older, because retirement isn't just about today's bills. It's about having flexibility when something unexpected happens. Level 3, comfortable basics. At this point, your retirement income starts giving you real choice. You can pay bills without constantly checking your bank balance. You can replace household items when necessary. You can occasionally eat out, take a modest UK holiday, and spend time with family without worrying about every pound. Importantly, you have some money left over after normal expenses. This is where workplace and personal pensions make a major difference. Your income could come from several sources at once: state pension, workplace pension, personal pension, savings, investments, or other income-producing assets. The key isn't necessarily one enormous pension pot, it's having multiple sources working together. This is also the point to start thinking seriously about inflation, because an income that feels comfortable today may not feel the same in 10 or 15 years. Level 4, moderate retirement. The retirement living standards provide a useful benchmark here, though they're not government thresholds and not personalized financial advice. The current moderate standard is around £32,700 a year for one person and £45,400 for 2 people. At this level, retirement becomes less about surviving and more about enjoying your time. Regular holidays, eating out more often, replacing the car when needed, spending on hobbies, helping family occasionally, and absorbing unexpected costs without disrupting your finances. But here's an important warning: a benchmark is not a guarantee. If you still have a mortgage or rent, your required income could be much higher. If your home is mortgage-free, your situation could be very different. The same income can produce completely different lifestyles depending on where you live and what you spend. So don't compare your income with someone else's, compare it with your own expected expenses. Level 5, Financially Flexible Retirement. At this level, you're no longer simply asking, can I afford my bills? You're asking, what do I want my retirement to look like? You have enough regular income and savings to give yourself meaningful choices, maybe international travel, supporting your children or grandchildren, renovating your home, spending more on hobbies and experiences, or simply the freedom to say yes to opportunities without worrying that one large expense will derail your budget. This level often comes from a combination of state pension, workplace or private pensions, savings and investments. But there's another factor people overlook: debt. Two people can have exactly the same retirement income but completely different financial lives if one has significant debt and the other doesn't. That's why retirement income should never be judged by the income figure alone. You need to look at income, essential spending, debt, savings, and future expenses together. Level 6, Financially Secure and Highly Flexible. At the top level, your essential lifestyle is comfortably covered, and you have substantial flexibility for discretionary spending, unexpected costs, and long-term plans. You may have several income sources, a strong workplace or personal pension, the state pension, savings and investments, perhaps rental income, and potentially significant assets. At this stage, retirement planning becomes less about generating enough income and more about managing tax, investment risk, longevity, inheritance, and how you want your money to be used. But don't make the mistake of thinking level 6 automatically means wealthy. Someone can have a large pension pot but still have poor cash flow. Someone can own an expensive property but have relatively little accessible income. And someone with a more modest income can feel financially secure because their home is paid off, their expenses are low, and they have sufficient savings. So the real question was never simply, how much money do I have? The better question is, how much reliable income do I have, how much do I actually spend, and how much financial flexibility does that leave me? So, which level are you in? Level 1, don't panic. Your first priority is understanding exactly what support you may be entitled to. Check your state pension position and investigate pension credit if your income is low. Level 2, focus on creating more breathing room. Look carefully at your regular expenses, debts, and emergency savings. Level 3, planning becomes increasingly important. Think about inflation, future healthcare, and household costs, and whether your pension income will continue to meet your needs. Level 4, you have more flexibility, but don't assume today's comfortable retirement automatically guarantees tomorrow's. Level 5 or 6, the focus increasingly shifts toward protecting your financial position, managing tax and investment risk, and deciding what you ultimately want your money to achieve. The one number every UK pensioner should know. Your state pension forecast. The full new state pension for 2026 to 2027 is £241.30 a week, but your own amount may be different, depending on your national insurance record and other factors. So don't guess. Check. And don't assume that because you've reached state pension age, you've automatically received everything you could be entitled to. Your retirement income isn't a single number, it's a whole system: state pension, workplace pensions, personal pensions, benefits, savings, investments, housing costs, tax, and your own spending habits. All of these pieces together determine the retirement you actually experience. One thing to do right now. After this video, take a moment. Work out your approximate weekly retirement income. Then write down your essential weekly spending. Subtract one from the other. That simple calculation can tell you more about your retirement position than a large pension balance sitting on a statement. Because the goal isn't to win a competition against another pensioner. The goal is a retirement where your essential costs are covered, and you have enough financial breathing room to enjoy the years ahead. If this video helped you understand where you stand, Let me know in the comments, are you closer to level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6? You don't need to share your exact income, just tell us the level. And if you know someone approaching retirement who could benefit from understanding these 6 levels, share this video with them. Subscribe to Pension and Benefits Guide for more straightforward UK pension, benefits and retirement information. Because when it comes to retirement, knowing where you stand today can help you make better decisions about tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.